All right, day 2, E3. It's happening. We're here.
Still happening.
On the Engadget stage. It's still happening. I'm Jessica Conditt, senior reporter for Engadget.com. And with me today for the E3 Daily.
My name's Matt Smith. I'm the UK bureau chief at Engadget.com as well. Day 2, day 2. Now, Jess, you've been stuck at the stage helping everyone out, haven't you, most of yesterday?
Yeah, I did a few interviews, played a few games on stage. It was really cool.
And we're based in South Hall, which is pretty much the best place to be. All the big players are here, and the West Hall. But yeah, you can kind of hear the drum and bass in the background. You can hear it's pretty busy down here.
Yeah.
Have you managed to walk around? What have you been able to see so far?
So I have seen the part of South Hall that leads directly to the Engadget booth, which is actually pretty busy still. There's still plenty to see on that pretty quick journey. Well, short journey, not so quick because of how many people are here this year.
Yeah. If you didn't know this, E3 this year has opened its doors up to the public in general. So not only do you have the people that make the games, the business, the deal makers, the media, you have everyone else. Literally everyone, anyone could have bought a ticket if they lived in the area to come to E3 this year. So there are crowds everywhere. They brought that LA traffic indoors, which is lovely. It's kind of cool because it's a very vibrant atmosphere. Everyone is rushing to everything because the public, they have their own, they have their own fandom, they have their own favorite games. So it might not be the newest game they've come to see. It might just be a very hot game that's been in the pipeline for a long time.
And I think we're seeing that kind of reflected in what publishers and developers are bringing to the show. We're seeing just a ton of games that, we've played before, or games that, we have hands-on time. We don't need that. But this is built for the fans. It feels more like a Comic-Con almost.
Although I'm a bit disappointed. There's a severe lack of cosplay so far.
I know. Where is it? I feel like
maybe they're holding out for the last few days.
Maybe.
We've still got today and tomorrow to get through. Have you got past any of the major stalls then? Have you got to have a little walk around at all?
No, I really just walked by them. I haven't walked in, but you have, right?
Excellent. Yeah, this is just time for me to humble brag about my time in Nintendo. So the Nintendo booth is busy. It is packed full of people. What they've done is the main interior of the Nintendo booth, they've kind of replicated Super Mario Odyssey's, what's it called, Dock Town or something? It's the town in the game. It's the Donk Town.
It's like cartoony
New Donk.
and
New Donk, that's what it's called. So they've replicated New Donk, so you have kind of 50s diners and kind of old school New Yorky vibe to everything.
That's cool.
And the place is packed with people, like media, public, everyone. So you just have to fight through the crowd to play Super Mario Odyssey. What they are doing, if they haven't run out of them, is if you place the new Super Mario game, you get a free cappy, like a little cappy visor. So I'm going to use my badges and my powers as, the evil media.
Of course.
To pick up a cap if I can a bit later this week.
Don't give away your secret plan.
It's fine. I trust these guys. And what I did, I managed to actually play in Super Mario Odyssey. I didn't get the cap because if I got the cap, I'd be wearing it on stage, right?
Well, yeah, clearly. I would hope forever in the rest of your life, yes.
Right, but so Super Mario Odyssey, it's incredible. It's amazing. I still haven't quite got used to the fact that you have normal humans interacting with Mario.
Right. That's weird.
But the gameplay is very cool. You'll throw Cappy the cap at things and then you suddenly embody that object. So I have been a sewer drain cover, I've rode a scooter, I have been a Moai statue, which sees invisible things. It's kind of cool. That's a different level.
Yeah.
I collected musicians for tasks based in game. And so the controls are still very similar from those other 3D Mario games you've played. You can still jump, double jump, triple somersault jump, that kind of thing. But you don't punch anymore. It's all about throwing that cap. That's your weapon. That's your way to interact with things. And it looks really pretty. Really, really pretty.
So is Odd Job in the game, or?
Odd Job. I think that might be the end boss.
Maybe it's DLC or something. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's got a very weird story. So this time Bowser's kidnapped Peach because he's gonna marry her.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Yeah. So Peach is a bit useless again. But she's got a wedding dress, and that's why you might see glimpses of Mario wearing a full white tux.
Oh, yeah.
And Cappy himself, his apparent original form is a white top hat.
Oh.
So it all kind of connects together. It doesn't make any sense, but since when did a Mario game story ever make sense?
It never had to, is the thing, and that's fine.
It's absolutely
fine.
So that was the main highlight. I played some Fire Emblem Heroes, which is just Dynasty Warriors with characters you might care about. Right. I played some Splatoon 2, but I'll wait for Sean Buckley to talk more about that.
Yeah, Sean is
massively, another one of our writers, associate editor, Sean Buckley, he loves his Splatoon a little bit too much. But yeah, we played some of that. We got some nice little Nintendo pins for our efforts.
That's cool.
Yeah, but that was great. Other than that, I've been walking around Capcom. Capcom has a very Street Fighter-centric stand, and on the edge of their stand, they've got this literally like a Street Fighter museum where they've got Street Fighter 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, which you never ever see. No one ever plays or shows Street Fighter 1, but it's there. Well, Street Fighter.
Yeah, right. Just Street Fighter. Yeah. Is that in South Hall? Because I want to see that for sure. That is in South Hall. Yeah. If you go, if you take a left and just go straight. Take a left at the sea of people. Yeah. And then a right at the other sea of people.
Cry a little, then carry on going forward. Yeah.
No, I want to see that.
Yeah. Mostly I've been trapped in South Hall as well, but I'm having a good time. I got to play some Dragon Ball Z. That looks really good.
So that's the fighting game. That's like head-to-head fighting.
Yeah, head-to-head fighting game. So 3-on-3. So a bit like Marvel, Capcom. Yeah. And also just like that.
Oh, you saw.
Utterly insane.
Good.
So it's like 3D graphics that have kind of been squished to make more of a 2D feel, and they've kind of made the frame rate intentionally choppy, so it looks like anime. It looks animated.
Oh, like it's
a little bit tweaky.
Yeah.
And like when you kind of finally crush, Piccolo or Frieza or Cell, I'm just proving I know what the game's about.
Clearly.
Like the final move just like knocks your opponent into this giant building that explodes.
Yes.
Or you launch a Kamehameha and it literally just shaves off part of the earth.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Which is exactly like the show. You need that in the game, right?
Like when you go to these booths, there's always like an internal, so this is Bandai Namco, there's always like an internal camera that's filming reactions of people. I'm almost certain I'm going to be the, this game's so fun face of Dragon Ball Z on Xbox One, yeah.
You have such a good face for that, though.
Was that? Yeah,
that's a good face.
Good job, yeah. What else did I play? Oh, I got to play through Ni no Kuni 2.
Which you're a fan of. You like that series
I like
a lot.
That. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
The game is, it looks like exactly the same, but the gameplay is different again. And I'll be talking actually about Ni no Kuni later today on stage.
Okay.
I think so, if I've got my schedule right.
I think so.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
What else have I done with my day? I've done lots. I've done a lot of VR. I discussed accessibility in VR on the stage yesterday. And then the completely other side of that coin, I went to this booth, Circle of
Saviors.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
We're finishing each other's sandwiches. This is good.
Sandwiches. That's adorable.
Yeah. We're finishing each other's sandwiches. But yeah, Circle of Saviors, which is a VR 3D green screen game where you get a shield, you get a virtual sword, 2 Vive controllers really, but because they use the blue screen, they can kind of impress the gaming world that you're in on a TV screen so everyone can see what's happening. I've still got to write that up, but that's really good. And we have a video of me looking like an absolute bloody idiot.
No, you looked really cool, actually. Like
looked really cool with my sword.
Well, you tried. It was cute.
I was attacking as best I could, but it's really fun.
Yeah.
The only not fun part about it is that for some reason in front of that stage there was just a crowd of people
like sitting,
watching,
right?
Yeah, just chilling.
Like laying down on the floor.
Watching me act like a bloody idiot. Yeah. But that was really good fun, and I love to see those kind of VR experiences here. I mean, you don't want to act like a fool in front of everyone, but it's so much fun to play.
So, we even had some VR on stage yesterday. It was a pretty VR heavy day for the stage in general, but I actually I didn't play myself, but I played with other people.
Okay.
HTC Vive Duck Season.
Okay.
So,
like the NES game?
Yes. So this game actually uses, it was world premiered on our stage actually, which is really cool.
Yeah.
That kind of came together last minute, so thanks for that, guys. And it uses the NES blaster.
Right.
So it has this like remade gray and orange little like NES looking gun.
A gun that's 20 plus years old?
Oh yeah, older than me I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they brought it back and they put an HTC Vive tracker right on top of it, so it's actually being read in the game world, and it's a updated, dark, twisted version of Duck Hunt. Seriously, it's called Duck Season. It's coming out soon for HTC Vive.
I saw the screen grab of it where you can literally see like a retro TV and Duck Hunt playing on it, and that's how it all starts off, right? Something like that. Yeah,
you start off in a living room. It's 1988. Your mom has just bought you Duck Season, the hottest new game. And you actually see the TV, you see the living room, but then you go into the game, and it's this beautiful like 3D landscape with a sunset over this little pond, and the dog is there, but he looks like a creature from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Because the creature from the NES one wasn't exactly the most, realistic dog, it was a creepy little animation thing,
Yeah, the whole game.
So they've just taken that in the worst possible direction.
Yeah, it turns out he's a serial killer. So
he
yeah,
is.
if you end up shooting the dog at any point, like he's gonna basically get you back.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's a really cool story. It actually has a narrative. There are different endings, so it's pretty cool.
So is that in development, or are we gonna people gonna be able to buy that soon? Or?
Yeah, it's from Stress Level Games, and they're working on it now. But
Cool.
I mean, they had a playable demo, so it's coming
it
soon.
can't be far off.
It's coming soon, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think
So
I'm not sure what I want to
Oh.
play next. Oh, sorry. Oh, please owe me.
So yesterday we forgot after the show floor opened, but before that happened, Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Nintendo happened
No,
yesterday.
never heard of them. Never heard of this company.
Sorry.
Never heard of Nintendo.
Before
Yes.
you went to the booth.
So before, like, we literally woke up in our hotel and started writing about Nintendo, who are making a Metroid Prime game. That was the big news. Metroid Prime 4 is coming to the Switch. Actually, it depends on what you're into. So we had more details about Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 was literally just announced with no other details.
Right.
It's happening. That's all we know. Pokemon, well, Pokken is coming. So, you know, the Pokemon Tekken beat 'em up is coming to Switch, which is already been on Wii U, but
That'll
from
be
Switch,
fun though. It's
and
fun.
like a remastered, you know, retidied version. And then the Pokemon company said they're working on a genuine, you know, standalone Pokemon game on Switch, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
You know, the game might actually look really pretty.
It might.
Fingers crossed. So that's really
Yeah.
exciting. What else? Oh, a Yoshi game, a Kirby game.
Of course. Well, yeah.
But this is great. This is all the stuff we want to see on the
Exactly.
Nintendo console. I'm
Yeah.
really excited now.
Yeah.
I love my Switch, but I've just been playing Zelda and Mario Kart.
Yep.
I mean, I've got Thumper on there, but you know, Thumper's a occasional game.
Tumbleseed's fun, you know,
Oh, yeah.
Snipper Clips is fun, but
Snipperclips, yeah.
a few more, especially like Kirby, Yoshi, Mario.
Yeah,
we want to see
Mario.
those on Switch,
Exactly,
of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the ARMS.
Oh, ARMS, yeah.
So ARMS is coming out on sale this week, right?
I think it's this week. Yeah, it's
This
not
weekend.
quite out yet, but yeah.
So yeah, like if you're not going to E3 and wanted to play ARMS now,
Right.
soon you'll be able to play it in your home anyway. So that's good.
Yeah.
And we're going to be playing it on stage later, right?
It's going to be like really soon, maybe
really
right after this
fun.
event. We're going to play
It's really
ARMS
fun.
right here. Yeah, really cool game.
Yeah. So yeah, if you haven't seen this game in action, it's like punch up for a new generation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to do the guards.
Like spring-loaded arms,
Yeah.
and they do. Yeah.
There's one guy whose arms are noodles, so that's kind of important.
I like that.
I feel that you guys should know about that.
Yeah, is there a rameny? He's like a
Yeah,
ramen
like
themed.
ramen noodle arms.
I love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, which is awesome.
It makes me hungry though.
What else? So Nintendo had a really good show actually. I mean,
Right.
Nintendo never do a big fancy press conference like Sony or Microsoft. They do a direct online thing, and they've done that for years.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice because you have a stable Wi-Fi connection. You can talk with your team about it. You can get completely excited.
Yeah.
And then you can still in your hotel and you can have a coffee.
Well, and then they have a booth, so you
Yeah.
can still get that hands-on time. You can still talk to
Yeah.
executives if you want. Well,
Yeah.
if you're lucky, if they let you.
And actually, talking about Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime isn't the only Metroid game. They're also remaking, I think, Metroid 2 from way, way long ago
Yeah.
for the 3DS.
Oh,
so
cool.
the 3DS is getting a new game.
That's
Which
awesome.
is nice to see.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like Nintendo had a pretty strong showing. I mean, we need to rank maybe on an E3 daily show these press shows all in total. Maybe that's something we can do
We should.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Just, you know, the definitive countdown
Yeah.
of the best and worst of show.
So, talking about the 3DS reminded me of something we didn't talk about yesterday, but
Oh,
was
right,
actually really exciting. Out of Sony's show, their pre-show, they actually had Vita news yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. It's
Yeah.
been like literally years since they've talked about
Yeah.
Vita. But Undertale
Yeah.
is coming to Vita.
And I think, well, the picture they showed as well had a hard copy.
Yeah.
So it's not even a digital only release, which is really weird.
And really cool though, because like that's the kind of content, I use that
Hashtag
word
content.
lightly, yeah, that you want, I mean, on a handheld like that has a weirdly dedicated fan base,
Yeah.
but it's not getting a lot of love. That's a good game to put on there. I like that mix.
I mean,
yeah.
I do wonder what they're going to do with the Vita now. Like, it's the hardware's still very plenty powerful
I
enough.
love mine.
And like, I think maybe I'm the problem with the Vita because what I do is I buy a lot of PlayStation 1 games
Oh,
and
and
just
play it.
replay them on there.
Interesting.
So they're still getting my money, but I'm not buying new,
That's not where they really want the
Properties.
money to be going. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
At this point, interesting.
I still love
Yeah.
my Vita, yeah.
I love the Vita. Yeah, but that was yesterday. I
that
just
was
remembered
yesterday.
that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry.
So yeah, we're on day 2, started just now.
Day 2.
Today we're still doing more interviews on stage, interview with the games makers. We're going to play more games. Today I'm going to go play some Ubisoft things.
That's exciting.
It's exciting. Hopefully
Okay.
some Far Cry.
Yep. Yeah. that'll
Maybe
be
a little
good.
bit of Assassin's Creed if I can fit it in.
Might as well.
If
Yeah.
I smile really nicely and
I
be
think so.
extra British, maybe they'll let me.
Yeah.
What else?
And then
lots of stuff.
Yeah, and today I'm going to be on stage with a bunch of indie developers, just talking about what is indie development in 2017. And I hope that's going to be a really cool conversation.
I'm expecting a 4,000-word essay by the end of it.
Oh yeah, I already have 3,000 words down. We're fine. I don't even. Yeah, we're good.
Is it just shut up, 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 shut up? Yeah. But that's day one. We've done day one. We're on to day two now, and we will be back tomorrow morning to explain everything we're about to do today. In
detail.
In more detail.
Yay.
Maybe with facts. I'm not sure. Depends how we feel. But thank you very much for watching. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned. Engadget will be live streaming from stage all of today. Yeah, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.